All right, so I guess I'm kind of back. I took a break and a pretty long one at that. Sorry about that. But I'm going to talk about that more at the end. Right now, we're going to talk about the topic at hand. So, I just finished watching the Golden Knights get their first shot of the season against the Washington Capitals. And I live in New York, so all my friends were kind of pissed that I took time away from the Rangers to watch the Knights and be able to go to bed at a normal time for once. But I'm kind of tired of explaining this over and over again, so I'm just going to put it out in one video why I love the Vegas Golden Knights. So, if you can't tell by my gold Mark Stone jersey, my signed Carlson helmet, and my signed Flurry puck, I'm a pretty decent fan of the Golden Knights. I mean, I don't think you buy a gold jersey if you don't like this team because, not gonna lie, this kind of gets a little itchy. Um, but I love this team. I really do. They're never going to be the Rangers for me. I'm always going to love the Rangers first and foremost. But I have such a special place in my heart for this team. And I really wish everyone else did. The original idea behind this video was going to be why everyone hates the Golden Knights, but not me. And I'm not going to lie. I thought this video was going to come out around Christmas because I had scripted it to be that. I edited it to be that, and I hated it because I just felt like I was negative. And you know what? I want to be positive, and I want to talk about my team the way I want to do it. I don't want to be someone else. I don't want to edit it like someone else. I want to be me, and being me is just getting in front of a camera, maybe a couple inserts here and there, maybe some funny sound effects if I feel like it. But at the end of the day, I just want to have a nice conversation with whoever feels like watching this. So let's get into this. Um, let's take it way back to 2017. The year before, I had a project in a class called Design Draw Production, and we were doing logo design. And I am not an artist. I'm still not. I really wish I did. It's a skill I wish I had, but I'm not. And the project was design a logo for the Vegas Golden Knights because at the time they hadn't released any of their color scheme, their logo, anything. And I just made a couple fun logos, and just from that, I ended up following this team. And when they did end up revealing everything, I loved the branding. I mean, you can't tell, but yeah, I love the branding. I think the color scheme's cool. I think it's very Vegas, as I've been there now twice, and we'll get to that later. But I've been there, and yeah, I think the team color wise fits. I love the logo. I love the V. I love the little. I don't think you'll even be able to see this on camera, but like the pattern inside the logo, it's also in the white portion of this jersey. Again, I don't think my Logitech camera is going to pick it up, but I fell in love with just the look of the team. And then they got Marc Andre Fleury. So I live in New York currently, and I have for the past almost 8 years. But I'm originally from Pennsylvania, and I watched a lot of Penguins growing up, and I love Marc Andre Fleury. So the Knights got Fleury. I was like, hell yeah, I'm rooting for this team. I didn't really care about Oscar Lindbergh. I'm not gonna lie, that didn't pull me in any way in terms of the Rangers player being picked in the expansion draft. But I'm looking at this team and I'm like, they're gonna suck, but I'm gonna love them either way. But they ended up being good, so that was nice. The biggest thing for me though with this team, I'm gonna get a little real here, I guess. I'm not serious, too serious, but you know, the big thing about year one was that they were the golden misfits. They were no one wanted them, and they're proving themselves that they deserve to be on an NHL roster. And I thought that was a really cool mindset. And for myself personally, I was in high school and I didn't really have any friends, or I thought I didn't have any friends, but no one really close at the time. I still was kind of in that like new kid stigma. I mean, I've been going to the school for like 3 or 4 years, but it's a small school, a lot of cliques, a lot of friendships that go way back, and I didn't really like break through that barrier, and so just kind of finding my way in life and just being super down. I have this team that's whole mantra is that they're the misfits, and I was something I really attached to. It's an identity that's kind of gotten away from them since, but I I really resonated with that, and I still do. It was it was very much a pick me up, after that, like, things kind of turned around a little bit for a little bit of time in high school, for at least that year. I have an emotional attachment to this team. Speaking of emotional attachments, the tragedy that happened in Vegas, I mean, that also made me really feel for the city, for the team. I loved what the team did in terms of outreach, and I don't want to speak on that because I'm not from Vegas, so I don't feel comfortable speaking for people from there and how they felt about it. But from the outside looking in, it looked like the team did some really, really cool things to give back to that city and really foster a great relationship. And that's another thing I fell in love with, because you don't really see that humanness from teams a lot, especially in hockey. A lot of controversies this year, not a lot of organizations you'd really want to prop up, but I feel like Vegas has done a really good job of just doing the right thing, and they keep doing it, except for trades involving a certain goaltender, but that's neither here nor there. And that year one run was just magical. I mean, there's never going to be a team like that. I mean, just look at Seattle. Vegas was totally handed a team. It's not like they had really competent general managers or something. But, being on the East Coast, I'm staying up till 10 o'clock for puck drop, and by the time I go to bed, it's like 2 a.m., and then I wake up and go to school and go to football in the morning and whatever. So, this team made me want to stay up, unlike the Rangers at the time, who were so bad. Oh my God, the Quinn era will not be remembered fondly between me and my friends. And also, they traded away Ryan McDonough and JT Miller, who were like my favorites, so I was very pissed at the Rangers. Chris Kreider wasn't scoring 30 goals like he just did tonight, so it wasn't really a happy time. So I had my nights, and I was so happy with them. But after year one, I thought I was going to fall off the wagon, all right, I had my fun with a West Coast team and all that, but I didn't at the time I didn't have a jersey, but now I have all of them. But I was like, all right, I'm done. But then I'm watching them again next year. And then the series with the Sharks happens, and to this day, this is like my Alec Martinez in overtime moment with the Golden Knights. I can't watch it back. I hate it. I really hate it. Just thinking about it, I hate it. Having Barclay Goodrow on the freaking Rangers now makes me want to die. Even having Alec Martinez on the Knights is rough as a Rangers fan, and Brett Howden. I can make a whole video about players that drive me nuts for stupid reasons. But that series, like, I almost cried. I'm a man enough to admit that when Fleury like slouched down on the ice, knowing that they blew it in Game 7, I almost cried, and it was really, really difficult to just pick myself up after that. I was like super depressed after that, and that's when I knew that I was a fan. Like, I was a Golden Knights fan at that moment, and I have 100% been ever since. I've watched almost every single game, especially now that I have ESPN Plus. I haven't missed a game in forever. Volokit getting shut down really was tough, but I haven't missed a game probably since the 18-19 season. I went to my first game right before the pandemic started. I went to the January 2nd game of 2020, which is famous with us Golden Knights fans for elite scoring forward John Merrill scoring a goal. Awesome moment. I got a Shea Theodore jersey, the away jersey, right before the game. He scored the first goal.
Oh, there it is.
And it was against the Flyers. I hate the Flyers. I hate everything Philadelphia, because I'm a New York sports fan for the most part. Excellent game. I'm going to show a couple clips at some point of that game. I got a couple good shots. Cody Glass scored a goal. That was cool. That was the only goal scored on our side, which was nice.
What a snipe!
And the other thing special between me and the Golden Knights, not just like the attachment I made emotionally, but it really kind of inspired me on my career path, because in the pandemic during the bubble, I was in some rough shape personally. I know a lot of us are, and I'm still am a whole, what is it, like 2 years later? I don't know, because time is fake and money is fake and everything's fake and the world's a lie. However long ago that was, but whenever the bubble was, that's what really inspired me on the career path I'm on right now. It inspired me to become a broadcaster and cover hockey and cover football. And, you know, it's not been going great lately because another job I was working, they decided that they don't have enough money to keep paying me, so I'm out of the job again. Still looking, but you know, that bubble, like, if you can go check on my Instagram right now, it's still a public account. I did little Instagram, IGTV videos. My first YouTube videos on this channel are all those, like, almost copying the hockey guy. I tried, guys. I'm a little embarrassed that I did copy him, but I was having fun, and I'm so glad and so thankful to the Golden Knights. I mean, they also gave me the best moment of the pandemic for me, which I'm going to show a video of here, was that Shea Theodore goal. That was probably the highlight of my life to this point, if you can't tell by that video.
They're on the power play. Theodore has it at the point. Yeah! Oh! Yes! Shea Theodore! Yes! Yes! Oh my God, he did it! He actually did it! No way!
But anyways, the next thing I did was another pandemic relief thing. I went to Game 4. what felt like 8 minutes. I filmed a lot of that game because I got a GoPro and I was like, I gotta film it. I want everyone to see this. I was so happy. Another one of my life highlights, and it was such a special moment. I loved Game 4, and that brings us pretty much to today, where this team is overcoming massive injuries to star players. You got Stone out, you got Pacioretty out, Martinez is still out, and he took a freaking skate blade to the face. Absolute warrior. Leonard was struggling. Brossois was out. Like, the team just keeps overcoming everything, and they saved Jack Eichel from Buffalo. As much as it hurts me that the Rangers didn't get him, because I wanted that so bad, so bad for the Rangers. I'm so glad that Jack Eichel is a Golden Knight. I hope that doesn't mean Riley Smith is gone, but it seems like he's probably the guy that gets traded. But just to save him from that situation in Buffalo really, really gave me so much respect for the Golden Knights organization. He's with Leonard again. It's great. And I'm excited for hopefully a cup year. Although the Rangers are kind of on a heater too, so we'll see. Come playoffs, I'm definitely going to root for the Rangers if it comes down to that. But, I'm hoping. And that kind of brings me to my final point before I address why I was gone. And that is that at this moment in time, I'm struggling, guys. Like, I'm going to be 100% honest. I guess this is kind of also part of why I was gone. I made a career decision and I stopped attending SUNY Cortland to go to Connecticut School of Broadcasting, which I did touch in the last episodes of the podcast, if you guys watched that on Spotify. And I went to the Connecticut School of Broadcasting, and I worked a lot. I was doing a lot of broadcasting gigs, and since then, they've been hard to come by. I had one company I worked for folded. I was working for a company in Connecticut, and then I was working in the NAHL, and they decided they don't want to pay me anymore. And so now funds are tight, and it's rough. I'm 20 years old, going on 21, and I have no certainty in my future. But I have hockey, and I would say football, but the Giants make my depression way worse. So I don't even want to pretend they exist. But I have the Golden Knights, and I have the New York Rangers, who consistently, even when they lose, unless it's been like a really frustrating game, I'm not going to lie, there are games that really mess me up. But, they're the highlight of my week. And they're the one thing I can look forward to consistently. And it's such a nice thing to have. There's a lot going on in my life. And it's nice to have a team like this that can kind of pick me up when I'm down. And a fan base that, despite getting so much undeserved flack, they are such loving people. I've obviously everybody has their bad fans and people like to argue with you and whatever, but most of my interactions on Twitter, Instagram, in person have been excellent, and they're just some really good people that don't deserve all the hate. So yeah, Golden Knights, gotta love them, unless you're, who hates the Sharks, I guess. I don't really know why people hate us. Actually, I do. I'm going to make a video on it. Not yet, but soon, hopefully. But yeah, that's why I love the Golden Knights. So next time someone asks me, I'm just going to link in this video, I guess. I hope you guys enjoyed this part of the video. Now I'm going to kind of go on some other stuff. So if you don't really care about story time stuff, in terms of just me personally, not hockey related, you can click off now. Leave a like, subscribe, whatever. Follow me on socials at Russins_radio. And thanks for watching. So, for everybody who stayed, the reason I kind of took that super long hiatus was not just because I was working, but it was also just because mentally, I just wasn't in it, and it took a lot to come back. Obviously not a lot of people were watching anyway, so it didn't, I don't think anyone was, upset. But just mentally, I just wasn't feeling it, and I'm still not perfect mentally, but, this was kind of just something I wanted to make, just something fun, something that I can, just enjoy, you know. And I find myself struggling to enjoy things. I do like making content. I like talking hockey. I love the Golden Knights, obviously. And I want to do more of this. It's just sometimes it's really, really difficult to get in the mental space of doing it just when you're so uncertain of everything else in life, you know. Um, we talk a lot about things going back to normal, and they're slowly getting there, you know. At least in New York, because I guess the mask. I don't really understand the whole mask mandate situation right now, and I don't want to talk about it because I'm not having that debate. Just wear it. Um, so, but like, I don't really think my life is ever going to really be normal again. I mean, I lost my senior year. I completely changed my career path. I ended up leaving college. I went to another school. I'm currently in employment limbo. You know, like I don't know what normal even is anymore. You know, so sometimes, you know, I just gotta take a step back and just kind of, you know, I'll tweet and I'll look at Instagram. I've been really bad at looking at Instagram lately because Instagram, I just hate Instagram. I like Twitter better now. Um, but you know, sometimes just I need to personally take a step back, and if that's not your thing, like it's fine. Don't subscribe, whatever. But I gotta do me, and that's doing me. So if you're stuck around for this long, you know, if you got a notification that I made a video and you want to come watch and keep watching, I got a couple other videos planned. Um, at least like 4 or 5, and after that we'll see. Hope we get some traction. And the other thing is, like, I got job applications out, guys, so at any day if someone comes calling, like, I will probably take that opportunity. And I don't know where this channel goes, I don't know where the podcast goes, but you know, I want to do a better job of making videos again because I do love this. It's just, it takes a lot out of me sometimes. So I hope you enjoyed the rambling. I hope you enjoyed some of my footage of the Golden Knights, and hope you guys have a good day. Please leave a like, subscribe, whatever, share it. I think sharing is probably the best thing you could do for me, just because nobody's watching these, except my girlfriend. Love ya. But yeah, that's all I have to say now. And go Knights, go, I guess.